one of the cool things about intervals is that they are pretty predictable and pretty easy to learn the differences between. Today what we're going to do is we're going to learn the difference between an octave and a fifth. Now these are two of the most basic intervals that exist in modern music. So this is what an octave sounds like. It's called an octave because it's got the term 8 in it, which comes from Latin, meaning, 8, like October is the 8th month. So that's an easy way to remember. So when you listen, I'm going to play all the notes between after I play the octave first. And in fact, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So, here we go. You notice where my fingers are on the keys, and I'm going to play an octave right now. Do you notice how it sounds like it's kind of the same? It is, because it's C, the note C, and the note C up here. But you can do an octave on any of the keys. So for example, if I wanted to play I'm trying to get the best angle to show you. Or so those are all octaves. Any of them. Any two keys that are exactly the same on the piano in the same position can be an octave. And the reason that it's called an octave is because there are 8 keys in between, as I mentioned. So, not when you do it chromatically like this. Because then if you go from C to C chromatically with all half steps, this is what you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So instead what we're talking about is when doing a C major scale in Ionian, the regular major, you do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so that's what you get the octave term from. Now, let's say you start on C, but you only get this far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a fifth. And you can tell the difference between an eighth and a fifth pretty easily. But I'm showing you, obviously it looks different when you do visually that versus, but it also is audibly very different. So I'm going to now play a series of eighths and fifths, and you have to tell me by writing down on a piece of paper separately what you think each one is. Again, here is an example of a very basic eighth on C, and here is an example of a fifth. You can tell the difference because one of them is not the same two notes. They're closer together, and they sound good together, but they're definitely not the same note. Like that. Alright? So, get out your pencil, get out your piece of paper. We're going to do a test right now. Alright, cool. So, number 1,